All right, hello. This is Lee Fuller, aka the Funnel Helper, and today I want to talk in the Funnel Helpers community group. Um, so I want to give a content piece inside of the community group. Let me double check, make sure I can see myself and see that I'm broadcasting in the group. Looks like it. Okay, perfect. So welcome. Um, Like I mentioned, inside the Funnel Helpers community group, I'm going to do extended teachings or teachings that I may not necessarily want to do on the public group, right? So, one of the things that I want to talk about, so hello, my name is Lee Fuller. If you're in the group, perhaps you've seen me or heard me before. But in the group, um, let me see, in the group, there is today we're going to be talking about do you ever wonder if you over promote? Okay. Ever wonder if you over promote or um, how you can be effective in your promotions? Okay. So, one thing I want to point out is um, so are you able to over promote? There is a buyer pyramid that was popularized by Chet Holmes a couple years ago, and it kind of gave an outline of the buying pyramid. And what this reminds us, or what it tells us, is that there's a certain segment of people. Okay, so your market, whatever market you're in, your market can be split up by certain levels. I want to make sure I'm not frozen. Okay, by certain levels. 3% of your market, and I'll put this graphic in the. Can I show this? Can I show this? Okay. Um, broadcast system, please update. Okay, I'll have to do that later. All right. If you can see this, let me highlight it. Um, So in the group, y'all kind of see me working on stuff, getting it right. Okay. All right. So this is the graphic that I want to show. You see that? All right. There's 3% of your market that's ready to buy. Okay. 7%. So that means these people are actively searching right now. And a lot of times that's where we focus. We get our whole messaging on, hey, buy right now, buy right now. Hey, here's what I got for sale. Buy this today. This is the best thing for you. Buy this right now. Okay. However, on social media, that is a little problematic. And I'll tell you why. On social media, um, a person doesn't go to social media to necessarily look for something to buy, right? They're going to be social. They're trying to escape. Hey, and there's a commercial on TV selling something. And they're like, you know what? Let me just go on social media and see what's going on, right? So, um, so your whole focus can't be on just selling. Right? On social media, your whole focus can't be selling because then you're really only going to be talking to about 3%, and the rest of the population is going to shut you off, right? 7% are open to buying, but they're not looking. Okay, they may be open to purchasing something. They're just not looking for it right now. What does that mean? So, I've had my car. My car is paid off, and I've had it for a couple years now. So I'm open to buying a car. I'm just not looking for it, right? I'm not actively searching deals or whatever to purchase a new car, but I'm open to it. Right deal fell in my lap. Hey, it's a possibility, right? And in your market, the same thing. They may not necessarily be searching for a social media manager, or they may not be searching for a coach or something. But if the right offer is put in front of them, or if the right person is put in front of them, they're open to the idea. So a lot of times we'll have people, or there'll be people that'll schedule a consultation, right? Hey, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I may not be, hey, this week I'm hiring a coach, but they may just be searching or looking around. They may be open to the idea. You know what? You know, my funnel does kind of suck, right? So I'm open to talking to a funnel guy. And sometimes you get those percentage of people. 3% are not thinking about it. They're just kind of indifferent. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they're just on social, just chilling. Perfect case scenario. Well, it's not really perfect for this point, so I'll just keep going. They're indifferent. They're just on social media, hanging out, and they're not thinking about it. But if a good sale or something sparks their interest, they could perhaps be persuaded, right? Because if they're not buying, but they're not like, oh, I hate this, I'm not interested in this at all. It's just kind of they're in that middle. Then there's another 30% that think they aren't interested, right? It's not something that, hey, I'm definitely looking for it, but you know what? I didn't realize that this particular situation, so I did not realize that this particular car could save me X amount, right? And we see this, I just like you, if you're a homeowner, you get, hey, people want to sell your house, especially in this market that we're in now. A lot of people want to buy my house, right? I get things all the time. So I wasn't thinking about it, right? So I'll see the stuff like, no, I'm not thinking about it. But then there was one that came with an offer. Said, hey, your house is worth this much, and we're willing to pay cash. Hold up. I wasn't thinking about it, and I didn't think I was interested. But if the right deal showed up, now we're activated. Now we're in consideration, right? And then there's 30% that know they aren't interested at all. No, I don't care what you say. I am not interested in getting married again, right? I'm already married. So there's no way I'm not interested, right? So here is the mindset. This buying pyramid needs to be in your head when you're in social and when you're marketing in general. Because how you approach the market, you will either alienate a certain part of the pyramid, or you will you will target a certain part of the pyramid. So what we like to recommend is that you kind of live in, so this part, the 3%, they're gonna buy anyway. You know what I'm saying? They're already looking. The 3% is that type of person that hits you up on Facebook and say, hey, what do you do? I'm looking for somebody to help me with my sales funnel, right? So they're ready to purchase. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you're just hanging out. They hit you on instant messenger and say, hey, I got a call yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Hey, I'm going to be in Tampa. We need to talk. Hello? Who is this? Right? Stalker? No. But hey, ready to purchase, lay down sale, not a big deal. But if you want to grow your company, if you want to scale and effectively promote on social media, you really want to have a strategy for that 67% right here. Okay. This here, anybody in business understands this. So this is where a majority of your competition is. Everybody knows that, hey, when people are ready to buy, you just want to be in front of them, right? This part here is where you create the content. Okay. so that you can capture those that are open to buying, but may not be in the decision, buy now, buy now, buy now. That's just not where they are. So hopefully this is making sense to you. Inside the group, I go a little deeper than I do just in regular, just on regular Facebook, right? Inside the group, I go a little deeper for us to understand, hey, when you're creating your marketing, there are different levels. So let me get back to why I named it, should you promote all the time? The answer is yes. Here's why you should promote all the time. Because certain instances, certain situations in life can push a person from this 30% they think they aren't interested into this 30% and this 7% and this 3% overnight, right? I'm minding my business. My car is paid off, loving life, chilling, right? Wife gets in an accident. Boom. All right. Car is totaled. So I went from think I'm not interested in buying a car to that weekend or the weekend right after. Now I'm in 3 on shopping carts. I mean, on parking lots, car lots. So here's why you need to promote, and here's why you need to be consistent on social media. You need to be consistent on social media because when that person highlights and goes from here to there, you need to be there. Okay? Why should you promote on social media? Because you need to let people know what you do. You need to allow people to know, hey, here is what I do. Now, in your promotion, this is really the question that a lot of people ask, or really the underlying question. How do I promote without being salesy? And the way you promote without being salesy is you do this. You make your promotion. Okay, I'll come back to me. How to promote without being salesy is when you make your promotion, it's a mix. Okay. When you make your content insightful. So if you make your content insightful and you're giving information or you're sharing quotes or you're making people think, then they connect with you. They say, hey, you know what? This person activated a new thought process for me. This person caused me to view something in a different way. Therefore, I need to pay attention to this person. So if I can spark the interest when I say, hey, here is something that you should do, then they're more likely to respond because you've already got them thinking and got them moving in a new direction, right? So does your content, is it insightful? Is it, hey, here is a buyer pyramid that kind of explains where your market is at any different time? Was that insightful to some people? Another way you can promote and have your content is it educational? Are you teaching them something? Why is it important to be teaching something? Listen, the position of a teacher elevates your positioning. Okay. So when I can teach you something or when you can learn something from me, that creates this dynamic between student and teacher. So student and teacher means now you're in a position where people look for you or look forward to hearing from you or are learning something for you. So one becomes a sender and the other becomes a receiver. And once you become a sender, you separate yourself from the whole list of receivers. One of the reasons I started creating content is because for so long I was a receiver. Okay. Somebody else is in a position of authority because they're the teacher. Somebody else is creating the content. I'm receiving the content. Okay. Who makes the most money? The people in the stands receiving the entertainment or the person on the stage creating the content, right? Who gets paid more? The person on the basketball court that's doing the content creation that's creating the excitement, that's doing the entertaining, which is the next thing, or the person in the audience that's the observer? Exactly. On social media, you need to be producing content. Okay. Thirdly, so the type of content you need to be producing so that you are able to promote your business, to promote yourself, is your content needs to be insightful, your content needs to be educational, and it needs to be entertaining. Laugh, joke, Hold on. Your content needs to be entertaining, right? Unfortunately, entertainers make more than teachers, right? So if you can be educational and entertaining, what? Right? And let me clarify. Entertaining doesn't just necessarily mean direct teaching. Entertainment can be, or entertainment. Oh, education doesn't have to be direct teaching. Education can be entertaining, right? Sometime when I'm recording pictures with my girls or we're doing this thing, they're fascinated with YouTube. Dad, we want a YouTube channel. You want a YouTube channel? I'm like, not sure. Still got to figure out, the level as far as kids on social media. I'm trying to figure that out for my family. But either way, become entertaining, right? So what is it about you that becomes entertaining? Your energy may not be my energy, right? And my energy may not be your energy, but each of us has a way of entertaining. I got this book, I just got this book, came in the mail, Draw to Win, because I want to add some drawing, for a while. I remember my board, I was like, doo-doo-doo. But I want to add drawing because that adds to the educational and the entertaining piece, right? Sometimes I have props and different things. Why? Because it has to be entertaining. On social media, you want entertainment, but if you can give them the education and the insight, then they allow you to promote openly, okay? Most of us have not thrown our TVs out because there's commercials, right? I'm just saying. And on YouTube, hey, you're watching the thing, but I've sworn off YouTube because there's ads. No. Right? Hey, I'm getting premium, okay, on YouTube. Fine. There's still Hulu. Hulu has advertising. TV has advertising. Spotify. Well, I'm on premium Spotify. But it wasn't necessarily remove the ads. That's neither here nor there, right? My point is, people are used to seeing promotions. It's just now you can weave it into your content, weave it into you delivering insights, weave it into your education, because a person will move from not interested to interested. And you know who they buy from? The person that's in front of them in most cases. So you have to make sure you providing content so that you're in front of them when they go into that 7% or 3%. Okay? My name's Lee Fuller, aka The Funnel Helper. Hopefully this has been helpful for you. Inside of the group, I like to share various things, like to teach you some things, and I go a little deeper in here than I do outside. So if you want to know more, stay in the group, comment. If you have a question about how to promote on social media, you can do that inside of this group, and I will talk to you next time. Also, inside this group, I want to do live Q&As, right? So probably on Fridays, it'll be kind of live Q&A, going over funnels and that type of stuff. So I'm looking forward to being active in this community, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.